A natural gas pipeline explosion rocked the Cabri area this morning. It was a Trans-Canada pipeline rupture, and it sent a huge fireball into the sky that could be seen for miles. There were no injuries or evacuations. The explosion and fireball would have been similar to this controlled blast, which was conducted near Regina in 1994. After the initial rupture and explosion, automatic cutoff valves will stop the flow of gas through the pipeline. The fire then burns itself out, but a fire crew is on the site near Cabri containing any secondary grass fires. Trans-Canada Pipelines are on scene trying to pinpoint the cause. We will have a full report on this tonight at 6 o'clock.
Tonight, a huge fireball lights up the morning sky in southwest Saskatchewan.
Saskatchewan loses its bid for a big hog marketing plan.
And a former snowbird pilot is the first to take off in the race to lead the Saskatchewan Party.
From BBS, this is the CKCK TV News with Alec Docking and Tara Robinson.
Good evening.
Good evening. A large explosion rocked farmyards near the small town of Cabri this morning in southwest Saskatchewan.
Just after 7:30 a.m., a natural gas pipeline belonging to Trans-Canada Pipelines exploded, sending a massive fireball into the air. It's not the first pipeline explosion in the area. Some residents are concerned. James Miller has our top story tonight.
A huge fireball lit up the early morning sky as millions of cubic meters of natural gas spewed into the air. People 100 kilometers away say they saw the orange glow.
All of a sudden there was a big explosion. I looked around and it was just flames.
Dave Lindstrom had just gone outside to feed the cats when the pipeline exploded less than a mile away.
And I had my back to it, and you could just like it kind of hit you. And then I turned around and it was all flames to the southeast.
Was it a big fireball?
Oh yeah, it was up in the air a long ways.
His wife Charlene says the whole house shook. She thought a plane had crashed. An automatic shutoff valve closed off the gas flow, and the fire burned itself out in about 15 minutes. Company officials would not allow anyone within a quarter mile of the explosion site. They're waiting for the National Safety Board to move in and inspect the area before the cleanup can begin. And they were getting ready for the cleanup, bringing in heavy equipment to fill in the huge hole caused by the explosion. Trans-Canada Pipelines officials aren't sure what caused it.
Well, there's corrosion, there's general corrosion, there's hydrogen-induced cracking, there's stress corrosion cracking. There's all sorts of things that can cause a pipeline system to fail.
This is not the first pipeline explosion in Saskatchewan in recent years. The National Transportation Safety Board says 6 lines belonging to 3 different companies have ruptured over the last 5 years. Trans-Canada Pipelines says their lines are safe, but Dave Lindstrom isn't so sure.
There's some yards that are pretty close.
And you think they should maybe be concerned?
Well, I think they are concerned.
No customers were without gas after the explosion. Other lines in the area picked up the slack. Trans-Canada expects the explosion site to be cleaned up and the line repaired by the weekend. James Miller, BBS News, Cabri.